Okay, are we ready? I'll wait till I hear recording in progress.
Ms. Robin will wait for a couple of minutes. Mr. Thorne is trying to join in. It
Oh,
appears
okay.
we do have a quorum now, so once he joins in, we can start.
Okay, that's good. I can't really tell who's on and who's not. Some I can.
So we have Mr. Alford, Mr. Stuckey, Mr. Wall, and yourself. That's four.
Yeah. Okay, that's four.
Uh, Robert Thorne's still trying to get on. He just called me on the phone. Maybe somebody needs to call him and help him with it. I don't know. He said he needed an ID or a password.
Mr. Stuckey, Sheila is trying to help him.
Okay, that's good. He just called just now, and I told him I'd let you know.
Meeting ID. I thought she
Ms. Robin, we can go ahead and start. It looks like we have a quorum.
Okay. I'll wait till I hear the recording thing, so I don't jump ahead of it.
Kristen might be trying to help Mr. Thorne.
Okay.
He's in. I'll start recording.
Recording in progress.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Thank you for taking the time to be on the Zoom. We're going to start, well, I call this meeting to order. It is 9:37. We'll start with roll call, and I think the best way is for me to go and call out the committee members, and then we'll let the Ag Department say who's there, since we can't really see everyone in the room. I'll start. Robin Ralston, Bureau of Standards Committee Chair. Bruce Alford.
Here.
Caleb Wall.
Here.
Travis Center.
Here.
Sam Stuckey.
Here.
Robert Thorne. You're on mute, Robert. Okay, Robert's here. Okay, well, we have a short agenda today, so with that, I will go ahead and turn it over to Nick.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nick Soman. I'm with Department of Agriculture. Joining me here in the room is Sheila Carter, our administrative assistant. And also on the Zoom call is Kristen Walter. She is moderating the meeting now from Springdale. And I believe I saw Wilford Jones on this Zoom call. He's our petroleum supervisor. Like Ms. Robin said, we have a very short agenda, and we're going to discuss civil penalties that were issued from February 2025 to April 2025. Everybody should have gotten this document that you see on the screen. This is a cheat sheet which summarizes all the civil penalties that we have issued. So for this quarter, we have a total of 74 civil penalties, which are highlighted in attachment 1 as violations. In attachment 1, there is table 1, 2, and 3, and let's look at table 1. Table 1 highlights 67 violations for no decal or expired annual decal. Of these 67, 52 were first offenses, 10 were second offenses, 4 third offense, and 1 fourth offense. If there are no questions, I would like a motion to approve the table 1 civil penalties.
I make the motion to approve the recommendations.
Second, Bruce Alford.
Okay. Do we have any discussion? So all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, the motion's passed.
Let's look at table 2, which is a violation for misrepresentation of pricing. In that category, we have only 1 first offense. Questions? I would like a motion to approve the contents of table 2.
So moved, Bruce.
You need a second?
Okay. I'm sorry, who seconded that?
This Sam, I just asked if you needed a second.
Yes, we do need a second. Okay, do we have a second?
Yes, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Okay, any discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? So the motion is passed.
Okay, let's look at the final table, table number 3. We have 6 violations for water contamination in the fuel. All of these 6 violations were first offenses. If no questions, I would like a motion to approve these violations in table 3.
So moved. This is Bruce.
Second, Travis.
Okay, any discussion? No discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is passed.
Kristen, can you put up the agenda on the screen, please? All right, the last item, usually I don't have anything to say, but I do have this time. Under other businesses, I have 2 items to discuss. The first item is regarding case number 25-0143. This was a penalty that was issued to Bassett Food and Fuel in Bassett, Arkansas. As you can see on the screen, I received this email pretty late Friday, and the business owner is requesting for dismissal of the civil penalty or the reduction of civil penalty. I spoke to his name is David Harder. He's the owner of Bassett Food and Fuel. And my recommendation to him was to, instead of dismissing the civil penalty altogether, reduce it to the minimum, which is for the first offense, that is $100. And that is my recommendation, to reduce the civil penalty from $350 back to $100. Any questions?
Yeah, Nick, does this happen quite a bit? And reading over this, I'm reading because of scheduling conflicts?
Yeah, apparently they were using one service company to get it done, and then they changed their mind. They wanted to go with somebody, and within that scheduling conflict, they passed their inspection period.
Okay,
And I am pretty okay with reducing the civil penalty because this is their first violation, and being a small business owner, I feel okay just reducing it to the minimum, which is $100.
okay.
Well, their intent was good, it sounds like, so I
Yes.
move that we accept that.
Yes. So I would like a motion, if there is no further discussion, I would like a motion to decrease the civil penalty from $350 to $100.
I'll make the motion. This is Bruce, to reduce it to $100.
I'll second that, it's Travis.
Okay, so any other discussion? So in saying that, all in favor?
Aye.
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 All opposed? Okay, the motion is carried.
Okay, my second item on discussion, for which there is no slide, Christian, so don't worry about it. I'm just going to talk about it. The violations that we just approved in today's meeting, there are 2 cases. The 2 cases are BS 25-0181 and BS 25-0182. These are the second and third violations against the same business, which is Cherry Street Food Mart in Pine Bluff. The business owner called me late Friday and wanted to discuss his violations. And he wants to meet with me and see if we can come to some kind of resolution. I'm meeting with him next week, Tuesday, and see what documentation he has to make a case where he thinks he shouldn't have been given a civil penalty. So for the time being, I would like to withdraw case number BS 25-0181 and BS 250182 from the list of civil penalties we discussed today. Any questions?
What was that business name?
It's a Cherry Street Food Mart in Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
Okay,
So it's on page 3 of table 1.
Yes, the second violation carries a civil penalty of 800, and the third is, I think, 1350.
Mhm.
And he
did they have a reason for?
he did discuss with me very briefly, but I want him to bring all the documentation he has to make his case.
And
That
what
is-
were they doing wrong? What was the problem?
Well, two of their pumps had expired decals, and my inspector made a couple of visits there asking them to get those pumps in compliance, and they didn't get it done. And he had an excuse that he indicated to me why it didn't get done, but we took some pictures when the notices were written, and what he says and what the picture shows does not match. So, but he has some other documentation that he would like to discuss with me, and that's why I'm meeting with him next week.
This is Bruce. Let me make sure I'm understanding. The second violation was on the same thing as the third violation, right?
That is correct.
So he was already out of time on the first. So the second one, he's already been fined once on the first one
Yes,
on this same deal.
on the same reason.
And now let me make sure I'm understanding. What did you want to do on?
Well, what I want to do is I want to meet with him and look at all the documentation. He couldn't explain really well to me on the phone, but when I see him, he believes he has documentation to prove that it was not his fault. And without seeing that documentation, I don't feel good to assess civil penalty at this point. And that's why I'm recommending withdrawing these cases for now.
Okay, I don't have a problem with that, Nick. Are you gonna move that to, where it'll be the next meeting if we need to talk about it, or
Yes.
at the board meeting?
Yeah, well, I will definitely move it to our next Bureau of Standards Committee meeting.
Okay. He sounds like he needs the penalty, but anyway, maybe hard to collect.
I agree with you, Sam, but I'm going with Nick. Whatever Nick wants to do, that's what we need to do.
That's right.
Well, I just want to give him a chance to prove to me that he was not at fault.
Yeah, because it says in the letter, by law, he gets the chance to have a verbal or a meeting.
Yeah,
to discuss
and
it.
I'll make the motion that he does need to. What does it need to be withdrawn until you have your conversation with him?
That is correct.
I'll make that motion.
Do we have a second?
I'll second that, Sam.
Okay, is there any more discussion? So all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Well, with that, I don't have any other things to discuss.
Okay, well, if there is no other business, then I'm gonna ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Recording stopped.